Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So there's a couple of things going on here, and I just want to start off with the weekly. So the weekly, we've got a very, very juicy pin bar, and we do have a weekly level here, which we can, which is now in play. It wasn't in play when we went past it, so it is now in play. We've got support there. It is something you need to just keep in the back of your mind, because look at my weekly oscillators, they are pointing down. So ideally that pin bar, which we can argue did come down to the previous weekly level at 17,028, there are some gaps open below it which are a little bit of a concern. So I'm not 100% convinced of what we see there. So you can see from a daily perspective, big move down, big engulfing, and then a bit of a hanging man, and now we're just coming up to bump our heads here. Now just look left on the daily, you can see there's a fairly strong level of resistance above us, and there is another one. Let's just do that. I'll just put those in, we don't want to clutter the charts too much. But anyway, and we'll come back to that on the lower time frames. Just give me a sec. So when we look at the 8 hour, if I draw a diagonal line along the top here, you can see it's kind of trying to form a channel. I really need to adjust that more than that. That is the channel. Could also be a flag, as we've said a couple of times. Look at the oscillators, they've separated. So this to me is looking like there is going to be another push down, and it needs to come off structure. So we're at the first level, which is 17,827, and then you had that daily level at 17,911, 17,950. And if you just scroll left, you can see all the chaos that is in this area, and you might as well just put another 2 in. You can see the chaos there, see the chaos there, how we tried to find support, and how we spent many days, or weeks should I rather say, trying to defend this 18,037 and 18,093 area. So those are fairly strong areas of resistance that we have above us. I'm very reluctant just to jump in long. The 3 hour, we do have a moving average crossover, but we are still below the 150. So typically more of a 3 hour range. And if you just look at my channel, it's fairly well defined. But look at the oscillators again, all grouped to the upside. So I'm a little bit skeptical to be looking for longs. But in saying that, there definitely is merit for longs. And I'm going to show you now on the 1 hour. So from a 1 hour perspective, yes, we're in a channel. But if you just ignore the big move down and you just focus on what's in front of you here, you'll see we had a crossover of all the moving averages. It's busy happening now, but we did cross over the 150, and we sort of tried a couple of times before we got over that hurdle, and now we are sort of just hovering here. Now each one of these highs can offer support. Now the reason I put this level at 17,663, that was a daily, sorry, a little bit wrong, 17,668, that was a daily high, and we kind of defended it. I don't think this pin bar below the level is not ideal for me, so it wouldn't surprise me to see us come back down to defend, to test this 17,668 area again. So for me at the moment, I'm a bit reluctant to be long. We are coming up into a very, very strong area of resistance, and that's going to be at 17,911, 17,947, 18,037, and 18,093. So very reluctant to just jump in long at the moment. And if you get down to the 15-minute, you can see we defended the 150 EMA on the 15-minute oscillators group to the downside. I don't think there was, I suppose there was a little bit of structure here, which was 15-minute structure right there. And we've got another pin bar on a much better level, which was 17,668. So there definitely was an opportunity for a short, long, contradiction of terms there, but just in other words, trade just for a short period of time, a little long scalp, probably the best terminology. And at the moment, we've grouped to the upside. We've got overhead resistance here. I suspect we're going to come and build a base somewhere, and it's going to be difficult to pinpoint where that base is, to be honest, because it could be any one of these 15-minute fractals. You can see any one of them could hold up price. I think the most logical one is probably going to be this one, which was the, when was this, the 8th of August high, and then we didn't close above it during the DAX trading session, but during the after hours session we did. So that could be something, but in saying that, you're probably going to find structure a bit lower down here as well at 17,718. So I'm a little bit cautious. It is Monday. I don't think I really want to just jump in for the sake of jumping in, but 17,750 and 17,700 areas, those would be the ones that I'd be watching this morning to see if we can get a base built. But so long as we stay above the 150 here, trend is up. If we start breaking, which one? If we start breaking and retesting, I'd go for the low of Friday. Then you're more than likely coming down to the bottom of the channel. But yeah, I think be cautious. I don't think you want to just jump in for the sake of jumping in. If this crossover the moving averages on the 15-minute, on the hour holds, then we are okay. But when I zoom out, you can see the level of resistance to the left. Each one of these levels is some form of resistance. So it's going to be tough getting through this without a major catalyst. Anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. I think it'll be more of a sit in hands and wait and see scenario today. And we'll probably pick this up on Tuesday. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you on tomorrow morning, Tuesday. Cheers for now.